Well, hello everybody. Make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, I know it's late. I know it's late. I know it's late. And I know it's been a while since y'all seen Miss J. Whew. But I'm going to tell y'all what happened tonight, though. I am. How about I've been waiting for a raccoon to leave my backyard for me to come into my studio. Yes, yes, yes. A raccoon. Okay, do y'all remember the video that I showed of this raccoon that was eating some food I had out, right? For the kitties I be feeding. Now, since then, I haven't seen it. Okay. I'm getting ready to walk into it takes I take about 30 steps, I'll be into my studio from my house, right? I'm getting ready to walk, get ready to come outside to come on in here and get ready to do my makeup and all. It was early. It was about 6:30, something to 7, 10 to 7 o'clock, something like that. And something told me to look to my right as I was getting ready to step down my step. So when I got ready to step down, something said, look to your turn right or something. And I looked, I mean, no harm, y'all, but y'all got to excuse me because I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. Y'all know Miss J. That motherfucker looking at me like, bitch, where the food at? I mean, standing up on top, my husband got his four-wheelers backed up to the back of the house. He was shit, whatever it is, I don't know, but standing on the back of the four-wheeler, looking at me like, bitch, where the food at? Oh my gosh, when I saw that, y'all, I took off back in the house. Now I'm standing there in my I got a back porch closed in, right? So I'm standing there looking. That it comes to my door closed. Now I got a glass door, and I'm sitting there looking at it. They're looking at me, and they're looking like, bitch, where's my food? And I'm like, oh my god, my cat on Midnight was going crazy. I ain't never heard Midnight hiss, but he was just hissing. Y'all know how them kiddies do, right? And I hit the screen, hit the door, and it went on by the business. At least I thought. So I thought. Now I'm still scared to come out of the house because I saw it run by my husband's boat, right? And I'm looking. I mean, my eyes going back and forth. I'm just looking. I told my husband, and I was talking to I was talking. I call her my goddaughter. I was talking with my goddaughter on the phone, and she was calming me down because I'm panicking. I'm really panicking because I want to come on out here early, get my makeup done, and get my show done 8:30 as usual. Like I was trying to get done. That thing, I don't know what it was like. I even called the wildlife something. I called him. So cause let me tell y'all what I had some cans of beans that I was trying to get a good angle. Cause I was gonna start throwing at his ass. I sure was. Yes, I was. Yes, because I already come in my house. I already come out here, do what I had to do. And it was scaring me, holding me up. So I called the wildlife, whatever the wildlife, the dog catcher people. She told me, she said, well, do you think it's rabbit? I said, well, how would I know? She said, all right, when you're looking at it or when it's walking, is it walking? Is it walking like it's so tired? Don't how to. I said, no, this bitch running all through my yard. She said, well, don't go back out there right now. Close your door. And what he or she would end up doing, just see the word she used was eventually leave. Now I said, okay, now I'm standing in my back porch, but it's screened in and they're glassed in and stuff. I'm sitting there looking like, when is this thing gonna go about its business? Because I'm ready to come out here. Y'all, that's why I'm late. That's why I'm late. But since I done told y'all that, how y'all doing? Welcome into Miss J Speaks Talk Show and Podcast 2. Yes, it's been a long time, y'all. It has. But your queen is in the house tonight. I am. And it's late. So y'all come on. Y'all, I know y'all ain't got nothing to do. Come on in here and we're gonna talk about this serious topic. But y'all know Miss J bring it, don't you? Y'all know Miss J bring it. I bring it. Y'all done had a wonderful day today. Come on and close that evening out with that late evening out with Miss J with this topic, okay? And y'all know as usual, if you watching and you see that little red thing blinking, that means you watching your queen live, right? Now, if you watch it and it's not playing, that's okay because you watching a replay and you know Miss J appreciate it. I do. Y'all tap that screen for Miss J too. I want 15 shares. That what other folks be saying on their lives. So I'm gonna say the same thing too. I want 25 shares. I want 200 shares. No, I don't. Y'all share me out if you want to. I'm not begging you like that. I'm not doing it. Y'all do y'all thing. Share me out if you want to. Come on in here. And y'all know another thing y'all know I do. I always ask if anybody want to come up here and had this conversation with me, we're gonna do it. So tonight's topic is why kids don't expose or tell on their abusers, regardless what has happened to them. Why do you think they don't tell? Haven't you? Because I know now I can speak for myself because y'all know me. I just keep 100. And thank y'all for those that's in here with me. I know when I have heard things that has happened to a child or something that can speak and talk and stuff, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I never said a question. Why they just didn't tell it? Cause I said that. I have. I've said that. Why they didn't tell on the person? And some of y'all done said it too and wondering too, right? So we're gonna discuss this real quick, and I'm not gonna hold y'all long because it's late. Now y'all know what I gotta do. Now I gotta give a nerve to go back out now. Oh Lord. I gotta give a nerve to go back out now. Oh my God, but I got a flashlight. But anyway, so y'all want to come in here and bring this information to y'all? Because y'all, let me tell y'all this. I had packed up 3 times to leave just before it got dark, just to leave on out of here. I had packed up 3 times. Then I said, no, I got to do this. I got to do this. All right. So anyway, let's get started. Again, if anybody want to come up here and talk with me, have this conversation with me, y'all let me know. And I will send it. Remember, I think I can put matter of fact, let me put the link in the description. Let me do that. Invite guests. Copy. All right, I did that. All right, post. There we go. So I just pasted in the comments. Let's see. We went to post. Okay, I posted it. So if anybody would like to come on up with me. And now let me tell y'all this, because I've been had this feature on this software for 2 years, because that's how long I had. This is my 2nd season, and I've never used this particular feature where I could actually come and talk with y'all, or don't show my face, right? Just show my avatar. I have never used it because I want to see y'all. I want y'all to see me. But y'all know Miss J gonna start using it because this sometimes Miss J just don't feel like throwing this face together. I just don't. I'm not gonna say a lie because sometimes I just don't. So it's gonna be some time that y'all will start seeing me by just avatar, but we're gonna have a conversation, okay? And the same thing if some guests want to come up here, but they don't want to be, some of my special guest co-hosts. And the same thing with my guests that's talking about particular particular topics. But it's still the same thing. If you're uncomfortable showing your face, it's fine. I would never make no one feel uncomfortable being on my show. Just to put that on out there, okay? Because Miss J don't do that. I don't do that. So if you want to be a special co-host and there'll be a time, you don't want to show your face, just show your avatar, we can do that too, okay? If you want to be a guest, talk about a particular topic, and you don't feel comfortable showing your face, I don't have a problem doing it. Just want y'all to know that, okay? So let's get started. All right. Because it's late. Then, like I said, I got to get my nerves up to go back out and get back in my house. Oh, Lord. But anyway, so, yeah, I know we have always wondered that question. Why they just didn't tell it? Why they just didn't tell it? Tell a teacher, tell a friend, or tell a counselor something. But you know what? That's, for a child, that's very, very complex for them. It really, really is. It's very complex for a child to tell something traumatic that has happened to them. Okay? And if anybody that's listening live and that's going to be listening to the replay, that has been through something traumatic and you didn't tell it, you're going to understand what I'm talking about, right? And it may be another reason about feeling safety, it's because it's common for the people, the person that has abused that child in any way, whether it's sexually, physically, emotional abuse, yes. And do y'all know that manipulation, mind manipulation, that is a form of abuse? Or what I mean by that is, um, like if you manipulate your child to do things and they don't, and it's not right, or you're feeding your child lies about things, about people or whatever, that's manipulation. See, that's making them believe that, right? Did y'all know that's a form of abuse? It is. It is. That's a form of abuse. Um, but sometimes safety, because abusers will threaten the child. You know, you tell them, I'm gonna kill your parents. So it's a lot of reasons why. But just try to think about this now. If you got a child, or a child come to try to tell you about someone that about sexual abuse or inner abuse, is very hard for a child. Understand that your child coming to you, your child coming to you, thing to fall down. Your child coming to you trying to tell you something of that nature, and especially if it's dealing with their own parent, if it's dealing with their own brother, their own sister, their own nephew, niece, uncle, grandma, the very close neighbor. See, that's very, very hard for them to do that. Understand it now. It's very hard. Um, and kids are raised with whatever goes on with us, you keep it with us. See, I was raised, as I can talk about me, because I was raised like that. I was raised, you keep your mouth closed. I was raised like that. All right. So the good news is that when they do tell it, I'm sorry to say this. When they do tell, they almost never will lie about it. They are not going to lie about it. When they finally tell you, they are not going to lie about it. They are not going to lie about it. Okay, thank you for coming in here. Thank you. When they finally tell it. And like I said, the sad thing about it, when things happen, they rarely tell it. But when they do, they are not going to be lying. Because you got to look at what it took for them to finally come on and tell you. So why are they going to take 8 months to finally come on and tell you what's been wrong with them? Why they've been crying at night? Why their grades is failing? And they're going to come and tell a lie? No, they're going to tell you the truth. They're going to come with and they're going to tell you the truth. So let's look at some of the reasons abusers might keep quiet. All right. Reasons abuse survivors, children, probably just keep quiet. All right. They have not been taught that abuse is not okay. They have been taught that abuse is not okay. Wow. I'm going to say that again. They have been taught that abuse is not okay. They have not been taught that abuse is not okay. All right, that's a reason why. And then that feeling of judgment, that you're going to judge them. Maybe afraid that other people are going to negatively judge them. And here's another one. No one will ever believe them. They might think nobody would believe them if they did tell somebody. They feel like nobody not going to believe them. Fear of punishment. Just like, give you a good example. Let's say, like, y'all know, we might have this favorite vase in our house and a child break it. Now that child is scared to death to let you know they were the one that did it. So they're going to hide it, right? They're not going to tell it. See, because they're afraid of punishment. That that's your favorite vase, and they broke it. Now they're getting it up. And now you've been trying to find that vase, but they know they broke it. They're scared to death to tell you. Same scenario. It's fear of punishment. Scared to tell you. And also safety. And it's common for abusers to threaten them. That abuser may have threatened them. You better shut your mouth. If you tell it, I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna go and kill your mom and daddy. I'm gonna go on their job and I'm gonna blow their brains out. You'll be surprised what those nasty do to keep kids quiet. You'd be surprised. But as a child, you don't know. They don't know. Okay. And feeling ashamed. This is a big one. Shame it plays a significant role because it's keeping the survivor, the kids quiet. But they're shame. They're shame of what happened. Thinking that you're gonna blame them. So they're shame now. Okay. And feeling embarrassed. And that they couldn't some of them be ashamed because they feel like they couldn't defend themselves. But as a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4, how can a child defend themselves? How can a child defend themselves? And the next one, hey Amber Thornton, thank you. They say things. Let me see. Let's see what Miss Amber said. Thank you for coming in, Amber. Thank you, sweetheart. I don't usually have my shows this late, but I was determined tonight that raccoon finally left. Amber, she says, they say things like, if you tell you, yeah, I lose. There you go. Yes. I lose my job that I've been had for 30 years. You're right, Amber. You're right. And let me know if you want to come. If you feel you want to come up and have dig in this conversation with me. The link is. I think you should see the link. You click on it, sweetheart. But yes, oh my gosh, yes. You are saying so true. Oh my gosh, yes. And they have promised to keep the abuse secret. So that person gonna make them promise. Don't you tell it now. This is me and your secret. And y'all know what? Let me tell y'all this. Let me stop right here, real quick. Cause y'all know Miss Jake. I just keep it 100. I do. Thank you, Amber, for coming in. Is this your first time? Make a child feel responsible. Here we go again. Exactly, Amber. Make you as a child feel responsible. Really, a child. But let me say this. And those that know me know my job as what was a caseworker, CPS unit for years. Okay. So I know I've seen a lot of things and heard a lot of things. But let me say this. And when I come and talk about stuff like this, I try to be so delicate as I could be. I try to. Because some people really get offended, y'all, because I be getting inboxes. I do. And I cuss them on out and keep it on rolling. I do. Because this is my platform. But I know I try to talk really delicate about things. I do. And I get very passionate. I get upset. And some people know me, realize that. They can tell, because they'll tell me after my show, yeah, I saw you were getting upset. Yeah, I do. I'm very passionate about stuff like this. But let me say this. When you have a child, 2 years old, 1 year old, 8 months old, I've seen that too. 8 months old, 9 months old, 11 months old, 2-year-old, 5-year-old, 6 years old. And you, the abuser, doing a lot of manipulation. Since a lot of manipulation involved when they're grooming the children too. It is. Now, as a child, you know that person tell you, this is our secret. Don't say nothing. Cause you go tell your mama if it's involving the dad. Cause yes, some sorry ass dads will do it too. Yes, I said it. It is. It's a lot of them. I've seen it. A lot of sorry dad is messing with the children. Yes. Granddad is messing with the children. Yes. All of that. First thing they say, but see, if you tell it, that job I've been had for 40 years, I'm going to lose that. Me and your mom and grandmama, whatever, we're going to be broke. But see, as a child, now we sit here scared, petrified, because I cannot go and tell what this man done done. This my daddy done to me. My daddy done to me. My uncle done to me. Petrified. petrified. Now they're scared. Now they're scared. Oh my gosh. I'm at work, so I can't join. But I'm just, okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Amber. Okay. Um, but yeah, they tell the child to keep it a secret. Keep it a secret. And you know, when you tell a child, see, as a child, when they call this, they think they got a secret. They think that's something special. Am I right or wrong? Y'all come on, talk to me. Am I right or wrong? When you tell a child, look, this is our secret, in their mind, that's something special. Okay? They not knowing and understanding what daddy, aunt, uncle, sister, brother, neighbor, school teacher, preacher, yeah, I went there, pastor, doing to them is wrong. They don't understand that. All they know is they said this is just me and your secret. That's something special to them. Okay. Yep, there we go, Amber. That's something special to them. Okay. So now they walk around knowing they can't tell it. They can't tell it. Now, but what's happening? Oh, they acting out now. They acting out. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get through this. And they have been bribed to keep the secret. Here we go. Now, y'all know, let me give you an example of that. When you got that nasty ass bribing the child, telling the child, look, you know that PlayStation 5 you want? If you do this with me today, so and so and so, after we get finished, I take you to Walmart and we'll go get it. Yeah, I said it. Because they do that to kids. They do that to kids. They do. Bribe them. The new Jordans you want. Oh, that's all you got to say, Jordans. Because y'all know the kids love Jordans. Come on now. Y'all know the kids. See, bribing that child to keep the secret. Bribing that child to keep the secret. Thank you for coming in here. And again, Amber, thank you for listening, sweetheart. They have been threatened by the offender to keep it a secret, and they scared to threaten. They threaten the person threatened them as a child. It's a grown 200 some person. You sitting there 2-year old, 3-year old, 4-year old, 8 months old, 9 months old, 11 months old, 12 months old, 10 years old, standing over you, and if they telling you, if you tell it, I'm gonna do something. That person you got to look up at. You know that's intimidating as a child. Come on now. Or they feel guilty because they believe that the abuse is their fault. Now, I can't tell y'all how many times I heard that during the time I was doing that CPS. It was my fault. It was my fault. It was my fault. I can't tell you how many times I heard children say that. It was my fault. And I definitely was constantly reassuring them, baby, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Yeah. Or they have been taught to, okay, here's another one. We teach our kids to obey us, right? Here we go. Here we go. Pay attention. We teach our kids to obey us as adults. You do what I say do. Now, as a child, I'm gonna do that because you an adult. You my mama. You my daddy. You my grandma. You my granddad. You my neighbor that I just love so much, like a family member. But you're an adult. Okay, so now we teaching our kids to obey adults. So now that child is obeying you. What you're telling that child to do is wrong. Come on with it now. Come on with it. That child is obeying what you say do. Because see, we teach children to do that. But again, gotta understand, the child do not understand that that is wrong. Okay? That person is telling that child, well, I know I'm your daddy, but this is what daddies do to their little girls or their little boys. It's okay. I know I'm your daddy. I'm collecting myself, y'all. That's all. Collecting myself. Hey, Robin, thank you for coming in here, sweetheart. Robin, if you want to come up, click the link. Come on up here, have this conversation with me. I'm just collecting myself because I feel it coming. Like I said, I'm trying it. And the next one is they are confused because the offender is someone they know and trust. That child is confused. Wait a minute. This is my daddy. Wait a minute. This is my brother. Wait, this is my sister doing this. They still don't understand it is wrong. A 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10. The only way they're gonna know something is wrong is when us as parents have already let our child know at an early age. Don't let okay. Oh yeah. Let me start right there. Let me say this. I'm gonna put a plug in this. Put a pin in this right here. Let me say this too, because it's still talking about this. Please stop telling. See, okay. Please stop when you're talking to your children about being sexual abuse or any kind of abuse, but the sexual abuse part. Please stop sitting there talking to them, talking about your poo poo and your ping ping, or your cookie jar, Let me tell you why. Stop using that terminology. Let me tell you why. And I want y'all to understand this. I'm gonna give you a scenario. Little Becky keep going to school every other month. Keep telling the teacher, my uncle keep giving my cookies. Teacher said, well, just put your cookies up. Another 2 months. Here she come again. Miss so my uncle, he keep getting my cookies. He keep taking my cookies. But I told you to put your cookies up. Stop doing that. You say what it is to your child or children. Your vagina and your penis. That's what you say. See, because if little Becky go to school and say my uncle or my dad or whatever, keep messing with my vagina, oh, she don't know what the hell is up. Do y'all understand that? Stop talking all this pee and your poo poo. Oh no, your cookie jar. No. Put it out there. Say that correct terminology. So if they go to school, they can say that. Because the teacher might think my mom keep messing with my cookie jar. Keep getting my cookies. Every 2 or 3 days, mom keep getting put your cookies up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let me see what Robin say. I tell my grandson all the time, if anyone does something to him and tells him not to tell, that's all more reason for him to tell. There you go, Robin. That's right. I do my grandchildren the same way. I do my grandchildren the same. Let me tell y'all something. When my kid, and I said this one time before, and I say it again. I'm gonna tell it again. When my kids were small and were little bitty babies, that was fine. The father helped them, no problem. But when my children got up some age, they can talk and crawling around. Oh, you won't hold them in your lap? No, 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 no. You won't hold my baby, my children in your lap? No, 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 because it's some nasty asses. It's some nasty. Yeah, I said it. It's some nasty asses. No, I don't play all that holding your. I don't care if you're dad or not. No, you ain't holding my baby all in your lap. No, 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 no. None of that. None of that. Give some drink, y'all. Throat scratching. None of that. But I put a pin in on that because it still went through what I was talking about, what I was saying about about trusting what adults say, obeying what adults say. We gotta stop doing it. Okay, we gotta talk to them like it is. Tell them like it is. We gotta do that. We got to do that. Okay? Stop saying your cookie jar. If anybody messes with your cookie jar, you tell it. Just use the terminology. Because if Becky go to school and say, my uncle keep coming every other night while my dad at work, because he stayed with us, keep coming in my room and give my cookies. But see, if she say, my uncle keep coming in my blah, 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 and give my vagina. Wait a minute now. What you talking about, baby? See, now it's time to make some phone calls. So y'all get what I'm saying, y'all? Not trying to be funny, but, let's just keep it 100 up in here, because y'all know what me and Jay do. What me and Jay do. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. Ain't trying to make nobody feel bad, but I'm just keeping it 100. Just talk to your children, period. Okay? Use the correct terminology. Use correct terminology. Thank you for being in here. So let's look at this. And that last one was, they are confused because the offender is someone they know or trust. That's the last one, okay? But let's look at this. You know my word, I can never say, y'all. The statistics for kids in the U.S. now. 1 in 9 girls. 1 in 9 girls and 1 in 20 boys under the age of 18 will or have experienced sexual abuse or assault. 82% of the victims were girls. Did y'all just hear what I just said? 82% of the victims for USA are girls. Were girls. 82%. Oh my God. That's a problem, y'all. That's a problem. That's a problem. Now, let me say this, because I know this happened to someone, and I know this person talked to their child. I know this because I know her. Okay? But now there are times where we can still talk to our child, right? We can still talk to our child and stuff and let them know the do's and the don'ts and everything, but it still happens. And that's what happened with this person that I know. It still happened. Okay? It still happened. And they didn't tell it until after 3 years. And the only reason it was told, because the person went to prison for something else. Okay? For something else. So that made that obviously, and the way I thought about it, and the way I tried to explain to her when she was calling me, telling me about it, excuse me, by him being in prison for a long time for something else, right? In a child's mind, this is what I tried to explain to her. It made that now the child feels like, I'm safe. My family is safe. Look at me, keep in mind now, you never know what was told to her, right? Now I can tell my parent. Now I can tell him. And that's what happened. That's what happened. It was after the fact. All that while, didn't feel comfortable, scared to tell it, scared to say anything. And this person talked to her child. I know this. But it still happened anyway. It still happened. But again, somebody you trust. That's how it happened. That's how it happened. Thank you for coming. It said you can't join, Robin. Hold on, Robin. Hold on. Hold on, Robin. But you got to understand that, y'all. You got to understand. Grown folks will take advantage of little children. Hold on, Robin. I'm sending it to your inbox now. I sent it to your inbox. Yeah, grown people take advantage of kids. Grown people take advantage of kids, and they're sad. So that's the statistics, y'all. 82% are girls that this happened to. Wow. So now let's look at how can we protect our children. How can we do that? Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Because I don't see her yet. How can we protect our children? Invite guests. Like I did it. And this is how we can protect your children. As parents, we do not want to instill in our children to be dreadful and apprehension about people, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. But you have to pay, but we can use and show them how to use and be positive tools to keep our children safe and be aware and empower them without overwhelming them. Because y'all got to understand, a child would get overwhelmed in a heartbeat. A child would get overwhelmed in a heartbeat. We got to be careful with that. So we won't overwhelm them. So here's the first thing. We got to teach boundaries. We got to teach boundaries. We got to do it. We got to teach boundaries. And it's essential to teach children about physical boundaries from an early age. Kids must be given knowledge about their bodies, and made aware of off-limit areas and educated about appropriate touching. Now, to me, I've always asked myself, is it a such thing as appropriate touching? I got a problem with that. That's just me now. I'm just saying it. That's just me. Is it a such thing as appropriate touching? Damn it! Don't touch me at all. As a child, don't touch me at all. See, because I don't know what you're trying to do. You try to Copperfield or what? I don't know. I just have a problem with that. Teach them appropriate touching. I don't know. Pay attention. This is an example. If your child keeps telling or begging you not to send them over to a particular person's home, but you just insist on sending them anyway, you better pay attention about that. We must pay attention to what our children are saying, here's the kicker, or not saying. What they're saying or not saying. Got to pay attention. You got to. Believe them. This is how we can protect our children. Believe them. These are some things how you can protect, okay? Believe them. The simple, most damaging thing. There we go. There you go. You ready?
I had
There
to switch
she is.
devices. I was trying it on my tablet.
Okay. There she is. Thank you, Robin, for coming up. Robin, you let the people know who you are.
I am Robin. I am a bedroom candy consultant. Miss J is my BK sister.
Yes. Yes. I appreciate you coming up here, Robin, to have this conversation. I appreciate that. What I'm saying is showing the way that we can protect our children, okay? The way we can do that. And the most damaging thing a parent can do in a situation like this is dismiss, disregard, or outright negate the child's attempt to reveal the abuse. Survivors, kid survivors tell us that the failure of a parent to believe them is a wound that will never and truly heal. Now, what you guys say about that, Robin?
Well, I say too, the child has to feel comfortable with the parent, feel comfortable about being able to go because they got to feel like that parent is going to listen to them. Because
Exactly.
there are some people that have been abused. and they never said anything to their parent or anybody else because nobody ever paid any attention to them anyway.
Mm-hmm. Dismissed it. That's why.
So it's like if I tell, they're not going to believe me and they're going to tell me a liar. They don't listen to me anyway. So what's the point?
What's the point? What's the and y'all believe it or not, Robin, y'all kids doing what just in the CPS I was dealing with, and the children was old enough to talk and stuff, to be 12 years old, 9 years old, 11 years old, 13 years old, 14 years old. Some of them was saying it. Well, I didn't feel like my mom would believe me anyway that my daddy did this to me, or that her boyfriend did this
Well,
to me. Yeah,
right. Or even a cousin.
yeah,
And the cousin doesn't have to be an adult. The cousin could be the same age, but they
exactly.
had to learn it from somewhere. Which means if
Somewhere.
they're doing it to a child and they're a child, then that means somebody's doing something to them.
Exactly, Robbie. That's called a learned behavior. It's a learned behavior. It was done to that child. So now this child thinking it's okay. It's okay that my daddy doing me like this. So I'm gonna do my sister like this, or I'm gonna do my cousin like this. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I seen a lot. I'm trying to tell y'all, I seen a lot. Oh my Jesus. Amber, she said some women are attached to a
And
man.
yeah, and I tell them, like I said before, I tell my grandbaby all the time.
Let me see. Amber, she said,
I tell my
can you hear me, Robin? I think we got a delay. Some women are attached to a man, through trauma. So if her child
we do.
tells her, he won't believe that. There you go. He won't believe him because of her own issue. Thank you, Amber. Thank you so much for that comment, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Robin, if you got another device on, turn that one off because you're getting feedback. You got another device on listening?
I don't. The other one, it went off on its own.
Oh, okay, okay,
No, I don't.
okay. I just
It's
want.
the only. They're trying to get on the other, so I switched to this one.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, Amber, did you see
I
Amber
would have
comment,
liked to get on
Robin?
the other one, but it wouldn't work.
Did you see Amber
I did.
comment?
I did.
And that makes Amber. That makes so much
I
sense.
did. Uh-huh.
Some women are attached to a man through trauma. So if her child tells her, she won't believe him because of her own issues. And you're right, because 9 out of 10, nobody believed her. Nobody believed her. So, but see, that's where the table should turn, because she know it happened to her. Now her child coming to her.
Right.
Now it should be, wait a minute now, let's go see what's going
Exactly.
on. You see what I'm saying? That table
Exactly.
should turn.
Right.
You
And
know, go ahead on.
I tell my grandbaby, it doesn't matter who it is. Even if it's your mama or your daddy, if they tell you not to tell, that means they know what they're doing is wrong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if they tell you not to tell, that is definitely all the more reason for you to tell. For an adult to do something to a child and tell them not to tell, that means that adult knows what they're doing is wrong.
That is wrong. Exactly. Exactly, damn it, Lee. Exactly. Exactly. You're right about that. So being a child, they still feeling what being done to them is supposed to be happening because daddy say so or mama say so. You see what I'm saying? It's bad. So what are the watch for the here are some red flags that y'all watch for, okay? A child appears uneasy. Let's see what Amber said. Amber said, no grown ass person should be telling the child not to tell, period. That's right, Amber. That's right.
Exactly.
But they do it.
Exactly.
But they do it, Queen. They tell
All the
kids
time.
all the time. All the time. And when I was working in that field, that's what the church would be telling me. Well, my uncle, whatever, my mom, or my dad, or my sister, whatever, whoever it was that did it, was found out that they really did it. And when talking with the children, first thing they said, well, they told me I better not tell it. They told me not to tell it. That's what happens. And then you tell her, you sit there 6'2", you tell that child, if you tell her, I'm gonna go to your mom and dad's job, I'm gonna kill them. And I'm gonna come to your school, I'm gonna
Right.
now that good child, 3, 4, 5 years old, listen that you tell them that, you know, like I just said earlier, you know they're gonna be quiet. They're gonna be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But here are the
Because
red
they don't want
flags.
nothing to happen to their family.
But they're gonna remember I said a few minutes ago, they're gonna be quiet, but they're gonna start acting out, and you're gonna start realizing something's wrong. Here are the red flags that you watch out for, that you sort of be like, wait a minute now. Here they go, y'all. Y'all pay attention. Thank y'all for coming in here. Predators groom their prey. Exactly, Amber. They sure do. They groom their prey. They sure do. That's what they do. They groom them. Remember I just said they might tell that boy, look, their PlayStation 5. When we get through, I take you to Walmart and get it for you. Not yeah, or PlayStation or the whatever, that Xbox, whatever. Y'all know them kids love that stuff. Y'all know that. Grooming them, or taking them, buying them nice clothes, them name brand clothes, grooming them, getting them set up. Okay,
Those expensive shoes.
that damn part, yes, that part. You are that. Oh my God, you are so right about that. You are so right about that. So here are some red flags. A child appears uneasy, agitated, or usually quiet in the presence of a family member, family friend, or acquaintance. All right, y'all at a cookout. Y'all see little Bobby, he just having a good time, but all of a sudden, somebody come to the cookout. Now little Bobby, a little Chastity, she just quiet now, ain't saying that, just sitting there. She ain't sending out nobody else for the rest of the evening. Everybody asks her what's wrong, nothing. But now the whole 2 hours they up playing, talking to everybody, but one person come, and you notice little Bobby
Mm-hmm.
sit down, and little they sitting up there, ain't saying nothing to nobody, just quiet, and be like, and you got to be saying yourself, why you ain't out here dancing no more? They're gonna ask that. I don't. I'm done. I don't feel like it. It's a reason, because somebody just came to that cookout that have done something to your child, or
Mm-hmm.
or to walk to your card game that have done something to your child. Okay, a child does not want to spend time in someone's company. The worst thing I cannot stand to do is to make, okay, you see Uncle so and so and so and so, and Uncle so and so and so want to hug or kiss you. You don't make your child do that. You don't make your child hug their uncle. You don't do that. Let's put it this way. Hold on. Let me back it up. Back it up. What you gonna do? Let me back it up. I'll talk about me. Let me say uh-uh. You ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that. Why forcing your child to do that? When you see when Uncle so and so so want to try to hug on them and kiss on them, they doing all like this right here. Go ahead and kiss your. No, you don't kiss your uncle. That child don't want to do. Don't make your child do that. What you say, Robbie?
No, you don't. There's a reason that child does not want to hug or kiss that person
Yeah.
or be
And you don't
close to
make
that person. There's a reason.
you don't make them do that. You don't make now, especially
I'm gonna look at that person. If my grandson backs up from somebody, I'm gonna look at that person funny. Like, what's going on? What's the
uh-huh.
reason?
Now
He
and now
used to hug and kiss you all before, and now he doesn't want
that's
to.
what
What's wrong?
there you go.
What did you do? What
That's
did you do?
exactly, Robin. That's exactly what I was getting ready to come and say. Especially little Bobby. Every time Uncle so and so come around, oh, he just all around his legs. Hey, Uncle so and so. Now all of a sudden, Uncle so and so coming around. He don't be bothering. Yeah, I would just get ready to get that example. Yep. Now all of a sudden they don't want to have nothing to do with the person. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Red flag. Red flag. Not trying to be funny, y'all, but just keep it 100 up here. Red flag. Keep up this work. God bless. Okay, let me see what Amber said. God bless you for this. I'm at work and have to leave. Unfortunately, thank you. You're welcome, Amber. Thank you, sweet. Make sure you can now look, Amber. All my episodes are on YouTube and they're on my platform too. But go to YouTube, Miss J Speaks Talk Show podcast. When it comes up, you're gonna see one video, right? No, look, tap the live tab, and you're gonna see all of them listed. Okay. Make sure you keep following me, baby. All right. Thank you, Amber, for coming in here. That's the first one. A child physically shrinks away or strongly resists when this particular person tries to hug them, pick them up, or hold them. All right. Let me show you what physical. This is what I did in social services. What a psychologist showed us. When a child do this right here, when you see them doing that right there, see they physically shrinking. You see what I'm saying? That's a physical. They are physically shrinking now. They try to be invisible. Okay.
Invisible.
Yeah, they trying to be invisible. All right. But then you see your child doing that, when so and so and so come around, they try to like, oh, see, they're trying not to be seen. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they're shrinking. They shrink away. Yes, that's what that is. All right. Or if you know your child behavior is changing. If they was once
Right.
outgoing, but now they appear to be shy. They don't have an appetite. They don't want to eat. And and at one time they was once easygoing, but now they're so daggone quick to get agitated. They was energetic, but now they don't have their authority. Don't want to go nowhere. Don't want to go outside. Those are things we need to look at. Now we'll overlook it, thinking they're just tired, but is it? Is it that? See, let me tell you why. As parents, we don't want to think that, Robin. We don't want to think that something may
Right.
happen.
That somebody would do that to our child.
Yes. So that's why some of this is my opinion. That's why I feel like some of us don't want to even entertain that thought. Why is he acting?
Right.
I know he been going over to my aunt house, every other weekend, spend the night, and I know, it's she there and her boyfriend there. But my baby been acting mighty strange. My baby been playing with himself. Oh yeah, that's another sign too. Been playing with himself. So y'all better pay attention. Y'all better pay attention. I'm trying to tell you. And a significant difference in their hygiene. If you notice a significant difference in their hygiene, their sleeping habit, their school performance, okay, or their emotional response to situations is cause for concern and immediate exploitation. So, Robbie, you noticing your grandson AB student for past 4 years, and all of a sudden he go to summer camp and he come back from summer camp and them grades is just plunging. He ain't eat, don't want to eat, just a halfway eat everything.
I need to talk to somebody at that camp.
Exactly. Exactly. Wait a minute now. He will find what he get back. Time he go back to school, you start noticing he want to fight everybody. He's never been that way. You see what I'm saying? Never been that way. Grades, teachers even call you talking about his grades is failing. What is going on with little Larry? He's never made no D's and E's on that. What? That's a problem. Check that summer camp out. You see what I'm saying? Hey, start asking him questions. I'm just using that as an example. You see what I'm saying? For everybody to understand, you got to take notice in your child or grandchildren. Take notice in them. Take notice in them. And let them be comfortable enough. Let it be comfortable enough for them to tell them, baby, if anything happens to you that you feel uncomfortable telling me, please tell the teacher or the counselor. Because sometimes they don't want to tell you. Sometimes
Right.
they don't want to tell you. Am I right or wrong?
You right.
All right. When a child behavior suddenly changes, it is a reason, y'all. When you got a child and their behavior suddenly change, it is a reason. Don't just put it off, or they preteen. Don't just put it off on that. Preteens be abused too. Preteens be abused too. Don't just put up, or they just going through the teenage. They ask questions, and sometimes, like I said, now we some of us scared to ask that question, but that teenager might be just want you to ask what's wrong, and they finally tell you. But as long as you don't ask, they ain't gonna say nothing. What do you think? As long as you don't ask, they're not gonna say nothing. They're not gonna do nothing. The root cause could be any number of things, of course, but it is our job as a parent to find out why and respond accordingly. That's our job, to find out what is wrong with our child. Why are you acting like this? Talk to me. Talk to me. That's our job to do that. Let me
But
see.
you know what, Miss J?
Yeah, baby.
Sometimes the parents could know what's going on, and then when someone else brings it to their attention, they want to blame it on something else or someone else.
Yes, yes, yes,
They don't
yes,
want to
yes.
take responsibility or accountability for their child and somebody else noticing something is wrong. So they
Mhm.
say, there's nothing wrong, or well, it's so and so's fault, or it's this person's fault, or it's that person's fault. Not my fault, because I, as a mother, maybe allowed it to happen, or I, as a father, maybe allowed it to happen. And now you're
Exactly.
calling me on it, and I don't want to take responsibility for it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. That is so, 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 so true. Oh my gosh, that is so, so, so true. I I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something. It fits. It's for this right here. I'm gonna pull it up, but I'm gonna pull it up on my phone because I'm scared to deviate from this page to do it like I want to do it. I don't want to knock us off, so I'm gonna pull up on my phone. I want y'all to see this. It's talking about what we're talking about. It's a I think it's a minute video. Um, just let me get to it. I want y'all to see this. Let me go to my messenger. There it is. All right, let me find it. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Nope, not that one, not that one. I'm trying to find this video, okay, y'all. That I want y'all to see. Okay, I think I'm about to find it, y'all. It's a video of Okay, yeah, here it is. All right, I'm gonna show it to y'all this way because, like I said, I don't want to deviate from here because I'm scared I might knock us off. Let me see. Hold on. Break something of a parent's
Ooh,
they don't want to tell. They try to hide it the best they can because they feel like they would be in trouble. And that was me. I was a very little girl. And for my first uncle, I was 4, and he told me he would kill my family and take me away. And I was convinced, and now it's just, I can't tell anyone because he will kill my family, and I love my family. And my second uncle, I was 12 years old. I was older, but I just still had this fact that he convinced me, your mom's not going to believe you. And he knew my mom the best, and I know my mom. She doesn't listen to me. Listen.
I think it's just very hard for me to talk about it. I kind of wanted to avoid having to tell someone something that I felt was my fault and embarrassing because I let him do it to me. So I didn't feel like I had anyone to blame but myself. So I think it's very hard because I just didn't have that trust in people that they would get it. And they would not understand how I felt. So I felt very alone.
When I was younger, I didn't disclose the abuse that had happened by my grandfather for several reasons. One, I had never been educated that what he had done was wrong. I actually did not know that what he was doing was wrong. So I didn't think there was a reason to tell. It did make me feel uncomfortable. Inside, I felt awful for the experiences that I went through. And I was ashamed to say that that had happened to me. Even though I hadn't received any education, I somehow just inside knew that what was happening wasn't appropriate, wasn't right. The other reason that I never disclosed was I really didn't feel like I had the confidence in anybody to trust them with something as private as that. I think had I had confidence in someone, I would have been more likely to have shared with them what I was going through.
Wow. All right. I hope y'all heard that. Did you hear that, Robin? Were you able to hear that?
I did.
Did you hear?
And everything she said was true.
See? Yes. Did y'all hear what they said?
Everything she said was true.
Everything.
You don't have the confidence. You don't think anybody's going to believe you. Everything she said was true. There was nothing she said that was a lie.
Exactly. And that's what, as a child, that's what now her granddaddy did it to her. And the other person that had it happen to her twice at 4 years old, and then again at 20.
Two different uncles. Two different uncles.
There you go, Robin. Two different uncles. And did you catch what she
So
said?
you really don't. I mean, if your uncles are doing this to you, who do you think you can trust? Because these are family members that you're supposed to be able to go to if somebody does something to you. They're the ones that are supposed to defend you and take up for you, and they're the ones that are doing it. So who do you think you can go to? If they're doing it and you tell another uncle, then they're going to start doing it too.
Two of her uncles. That means two of her mother's brothers did that to this girl.
It could have been one from each side. It could have been a mother's brother and a father's brother.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. You're right. It could have been. Yeah, but her uncles, and then the other lady, her granddaddy. Her granddaddy.
Right. Your granddaddy. Come on now.
Granddaddy.
You wouldn't. Nobody in their right mind would expect their granddaddy to do that to them.
Well, it happens.
An uncle maybe, but your granddaddy, no, you wouldn't expect that from your granddaddy.
Yep, granddaddy. And did you catch
That's ridiculous.
Did you catch it when she said that her mother don't listen to her?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard that.
See?
Oh yeah, I definitely heard that.
I'm like, wow. This is what I was just talking about. You got to listen to your children. And then the other lady, the one in the blue shirt, she was saying like she didn't know who to tell because she didn't trust anybody to tell.
And that's enough. You have trust issues because you tell people stuff and then they turn around and make it your fault.
Your fault. Yeah, that's what they. Yeah, that's what the first person. That's what she was saying. She felt like she was ashamed. She felt like it was all her fault. It was all
and that's because somebody had done something to her in the past, or something had happened in the past, and she had gone to them, and they turned around and put it on her. That's why she felt was ashamed to tell it, because they made it her fault when it probably wasn't her fault to start with. But they turned around and made it her fault.
Exactly.
So no, I'm not going to come to you because I'm supposed to be able to trust you and come to you. You're supposed to be able to be my guardian. You're supposed to protect me. And I tell you something happened, and you're going to tell me it's my fault. So why would I come to you with anything else?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean no harm, but I'm just gonna keep it 100. I saw a lot of that, y'all. I saw a lot of the parents saying once the children opened up and tell everything. But I told my mama a year ago, and she told me stop lying. He wouldn't do her boyfriend wouldn't do me like that. Wouldn't do you like that. That man look at you as you his own child. Stuff like that. So parents, yeah, they don't believe it. And she said it when that person just said when nobody believe him. That's sad, y'all. That's sad. I wanted to show y'all that
That's very sad.
because it shows y'all exactly what I was talking about. Those two women, and there's plenty more that was up there that was sharing their story. But I just chose them two, so it won't be too long. But yeah, this really quick. But now, let me bottom line this. My bottom line is, over the past 3 decades, right? We have, as our culture and all, we have invested a good deal of time teaching children about stranger danger. But the sad fact is, more than 80% of children of child sexual abuse crimes are committed by someone the child knows. So that's not strange.
That's right.
That's not strange.
More so than a stranger.
Yes, that's
more so than a stranger.
That's not stranger danger.
And it happens right in their own home.
Yes.
Right in their own home.
Mm-hmm.
They don't necessarily take them to a park or take them anyplace else. Right in their own home.
While the mama sleeping, on that video said the person would get the mother the drinking and she pass out, and then he would come in her room.
Mm-hmm.
He'll come in her room. Yeah, it happens like that too. And now I witnessed a lot of that too. A lot of children were saying, "Well, my mom working third shift. Work the shift that she be gone all night. She be working that shift that keep her gone all night." I already know they're talking about third shift. And he will be there.
Even second shift. Second shift was 3 o'clock till 11 o'clock at night. Now 11 o'clock means actually 11:30. And if you get off at 11:30, you might not get home before midnight.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of it was happening when parents was gone, working, sleep, out to the club. Babysitter there. Yes, ran across a lot of them too. I'm trying to tell y'all. But it happens by somebody they know. Just so you know, abusers are dangerous con artists. They're dangerous. They're con artists. You need to know that they manipulate kids into keeping secrets and how they manipulate you into trusting them.
Mm-hmm.
See, your neighbor got you trusting them real good and doing everything for you. If you need money for groceries, here you go. Here we go. Now you trusting that neighbor real good. Yeah, manipulating you to trust. Okay. The simple, most powerful message you can ever give and say to your child is please tell me, I will believe you. That's the most powerful thing you can say to your child. When you sitting there asking them what's wrong, talk to me. And their eyes filling up with water, you know something's wrong. Go ahead on, Robin.
Well, Miss J, and I will say too, a lot of times I tell my grandson this all the time. I said, he calls me Gigi. I said, so baby, 9 times out of 10, when Gigi asks you a question, she she already knows the answer. So she's just trying to see what you're going to say.
Okay, yeah, okay. I get it.
So even if he doesn't tell me somebody's done something to them, I may have heard something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to see if he's going to tell me that it happened. Or if he's going to continue to keep the secret.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying. I get you. I see exactly what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying.
And
Yeah,
then if it should ever come up that he kept the secret, at that time it will be up to me to let him know that I know what's going on and I'm going to take care of it, and that person will never bother him again.
exactly. I see how you going with it. I see. I get it. But that's the
Because
best.
sometimes parents know and they just don't say anything because the child didn't say anything. No, no, no. If you know, then you need to ask your child about it and see what your child says. If your
That's right.
child denies it, that means that person has a hold on them and has told them not to tell the secret.
And told
But you
them
need
not
to let
to
your
tell it.
child know that you know what's going on and you're going to take care of it.
But a lot of women. Oh yeah, I'm getting ready to go there. I'm getting ready to go there. A lot of women so scared for that man to leave or go to jail because he paying the bills or he helping them pay the bills. So they just gonna sweep it under the
Baby, go.
rug. They're not
Go,
gonna see that.
go, go.
Yes, go to
I,
jail.
I, mm-mm.
But I
That's why
mean,
they got DSS and stuff like that to help when you need help.
yes, but see that's but
Go,
now
because my child is more important than your money.
but
Me
now
and my
Bobby,
children, we will eat. And if I don't eat, my children will eat.
it was times that I ran across things that with the person had told the mother 2 times, 4 times, 3 or 4 times. 2 years. I told my mama 2 years ago, and she still let him stay there. So and so that maybe like she didn't believe me. See, a lot of that goes on because that woman don't want that. So scared that man gonna leave, or once you confront him, now he gonna
Mm-hmm.
run there because he going to jail. Then see, but see, a lot of them so scared to let that
Mm-hmm.
go. Let him go. Let him go. Call the police.
Let him go.
Call the
Let him
police.
go.
Be by yourself. Y'all realize sometimes
Because
y'all need to go stand alone.
the thing about it is, if they don't let the man go and someone else finds out and it gets reported to DSS, you're gonna lose your children. Would you rather lose your man or your children?
But now be ready now. Now I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there with that too because I've seen it where the woman said, "I tell you what, y'all going to take them then. Just going to
They
take."
choose the man. They choose the man over the
Yeah,
children.
I've
Yes,
seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've
it's
seen it.
sad, but it's true.
It's sad, but it's true. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it. Cause they rather do that than to get the police all involved, and we gotta go to court and all that. The man get ready to go to jail. The man
Mm-hmm.
lost the job. They rather just look. Y'all take them. I seen it, y'all. I'm not lying. I seen it happen too many damn times. Too many damn. That woman choosing that man, and they got his daughter pregnant. Yeah, I done seen a couple of them cases too. Yeah, 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 Oh my God. Yeah. So, like I said, the most powerful thing you can say to your child is when you sit your child down, when you start noticing so many things I done called out, they acting all out, grades dropping and everything, blah blah blah. After 5 months, you finally got the nerve to ask the baby, what's wrong? Talk to me. Now, let me tell y'all something. If you sitting there in front of your child and you asking them what's wrong, and their eyes start filling up with water, that's an emotion right there. I'm telling y'all, that's an emotion. Now they say, oh, time me tell my mama now. Now they filling up with water. But the best thing you can do is when you tell your child, baby, please tell me what's wrong. I will believe you. I will believe you. That is what you need to say to your child. Nah, you tell the damn lie. That ain't time. The time you just sat there after 3 hours of pulling it out of, and they finally tell you, and that's what come out your mouth.
And then you tell them they lying.
Yeah, and then you tell them they lying. And you gonna go in there and beat them for lying.
Why would they ever come with you? Why would they ever come to you with anything else ever in life?
Ever. And then you gonna spank them. Cause you feel
right.
they lying. Cause you gonna spank them cause you feel they lying. Don't do your child like that, y'all. Don't do that. That would be so damaging.
We very damaging. We are the ones that the children are supposed to be able to come to
Exactly.
They're supposed to be able to come to us. That is our purpose in life when we make the children and when our
Hmm.
children make the children, is to protect the children.
Exactly. Exactly. But you also, Robin, got to understand, as a child don't know the words or don't have the words to say. They better come and tell you. They got to find the words to try to tell you this
Right.
what happened to me.
Right.
What you mean something happened to you? Something so did something to me. What you mean did something to you? See, they don't know the words. They don't know the words, y'all. But when they do tell you, the first thing you say, I believe you. And then you start letting them know what's getting ready to start taking place. Baby, I'm glad you told mama. I'm glad you told mom and daddy. But what's going to tell you what's getting ready to happen there? You're going to get the police involved. Don't you be afraid of anything, because you have told it now. You have to. We get ready to get justice for you now. That's what you tell your child. You don't sit there and stop your child. What the hell we telling that laugh up? Get on out. Get on. Go on to bed. Really? 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 That child is sit there crying crocodile tears and finally told you after 2 years they been acting crazy all in school. And they won't ever do it anymore. AB student long years. For the past 2 years just acting crazy. Snapping all at you, they never did. Disrespecting you, they never did you that way. And you don't think something's wrong? But when you sit there for 2 hours pulling it out of your child, they finally tell you, and then you're gonna sit there and have the audacity to call them a lie. Or say they lying. We gotta do better, y'all. Cause I know some of y'all, I know some children, somebody that's listening, child or children have been there, and you probably say that to your child. I'm just keeping 100. It is what it is. I know some of you probably have done that. Why you lying? Stop lying. They did that to you. Stop. Don't do your children like that. Start believing them. Start believing them. Because that's a scar that will never heal. You not believing them. In the final words,
Well,
Rob?
not just you not believing them, but them not having the confidence to be able to come to you, that they can trust that you'll take care of it. If they
Exactly.
do come to you, even if they do believe you, they're not going to do anything about it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I told her, but nothing's going to happen.
Exactly. Exactly, Robin.
So what's the point of me telling?
Exactly. And
When
that's
your
why
child comes to you with
when your child comes to
they got to
you,
be if they come to you and tell you something happened, they have to be able to have trust and faith and belief in you that you're going to handle it and take care of it, because they felt comfortable enough to come to you to start with. Once they do,
exactly.
finally tell you, they felt comfortable. You made them comfortable enough to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So now make them believe you and be able to trust you to take care of it and handle it and to protect them.
Exactly. Because that's our job to do. That is our job to do. And with that being said, Robin, I'm closing it out. Thank you for being up here, coming up here to have this discussion with me. And
Thank you for
again,
having me.
yes, I always welcome anybody, interviewers that want to come up here. Um, thank you for doing this. Um, but make sure that people, when you're talking to your child or children, and talk to your teenagers too. Oh yeah, teenagers go through it too. Okay, they've got their
That's
teenagers.
right.
I mean, you have to talk with them. But when they do tell you, let it come out of your mouth that you believe them. And let it come out of your mouth, whatever somebody has done to you, I will believe you. Please tell me what it is. And you do accordingly. And you move accordingly. That's what you do. Move accordingly. Okay? I love y'all. I'm so sorry I'm up here late tonight, but I told y'all about that raccoon. Now I'm saying gotta get my nerves up to walk out. I'm gonna call my husband and tell him to come in the backyard with me. Because I was gonna stay here and do some TikTok. I'm doing TikToks in the house. I'm doing TikToks in the house. But thank y'all for coming. Robin, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Y'all tune in. I might try to do something tomorrow. come up here live, talk about another topic because I'm behind. This is my first topic I had since Mother's Day. So I'm trying to catch back up. All right. But if not, y'all will see me next Saturday. All right. Y'all have a good one. Robin, thank you so much. You know I appreciate it.
Thank you. Good night.
I really appreciate I really do. I appreciate it. This was a very good, interesting conversation, y'all. It was very interesting and interesting me. Y'all have a good one.
Good night.
Bye. All right.
I'm trying to get off. I've never done this before.